At the exact moment Kai Cenat hit the absolute peak of the streaming world, something didn't line up. On paper, everything looked perfect. Record-breaking streams, massive brand deals, awards, millions of fans calling him the face of a generation. But if you actually watched him, really watched him, the energy was different. The laughs didn't land the same. The pauses were longer. And the things he started saying sounded less like content and more like someone trying not to crack in public. This wasn't normal burnout. When Kai told people to take care of their mental health, it didn't feel like a throwaway message. It felt personal. Like he was speaking from inside something heavy he didn't want to fully explain. At first, fans brushed it off. Big creators get tired. Pressure comes with success. But then the silence started creeping in. Fewer streams, more distance, less of the chaos and joy that made Kai feel unstoppable. And then one sentence changed everything. I'm single. I'll never be in another relationship again. No context, no jokes, no soft landing, just final. That's when people stopped asking about content and started asking about her. Before everything unraveled, Kai and Gigi looked like the internet's version of a perfect couple. Travel vlogs, Paris trips, cute moments that made people comment goals without thinking twice. She looked happy. He looked winning. From the outside, it felt balanced. But relationships don't fall apart overnight. They crack quietly first, and those cracks were visible if you knew where to look. As Kai started opening up about pressure and mental strain, Gigi posted a video titled Mental Health Check-In. People expected empathy, support, something grounding. Instead, she smiled into the camera and talked about how amazing her life was. Traveling, freedom, living the dream she imagined as a kid. No mention of Kai, no acknowledgement of what he was dealing with. Just vibes. On one screen, Kai looked drained, struggling to keep his head straight. On the other, Gigi was celebrating life like nothing was wrong. Fans didn't call it cheating, they called it disconnect. Then came the video that shifted everything, a Christmas wish list. Gigi filmed herself showing Kai what she wanted for the holidays, and the list wasn't subtle. A pink G-Wagon, a crocodile Birkin, luxury watches, designer bags, jewelry, gift cards stacked on top of gift cards. The problem wasn't just the price, it was the tone. It's not that much, this is cheap, said casually, like she was talking about socks. People did the math. The total brushed close to $1 million. Kai laughed it off, but viewers felt something tighten, especially knowing what he'd been saying about his mental state. That's when the rumors exploded. Screenshots spread. Fake tweets popped up. Claims started flying that NBA YoungBoy had slid into her DMs. Some even said he bought her a pink G-Wagon. Kai shut that part down quickly, saying he never said that on stream. But by then it didn't matter. Once a narrative takes shape online, facts don't stop it. They chase it. And Kai's tweet about being single didn't feel emotional, it felt finished. Gigi responded on Instagram saying she left the relationship and never cheated. She said the internet pushed a false story and that she never dealt with that man. On paper, that should have ended it. But instead, it raised more questions. If she left, why did Kai look broken months before the breakup? If she left, why was he the one publicly spiraling? If nothing happened, why did the emotional timeline feel so uneven? Fans didn't need proof. They started connecting patterns. Old clips resurfaced, old interviews got rewatched. One stood out immediately. Before dating Kai, Gigi described her ideal man. Tall, light-skinned, dreads, music artist, fit build. None of that described Kai. At the time, the people shrugged it off. Preferences change. Love isn't a checklist. But after everything collapsed, that clip didn't feel harmless anymore. It felt like foreshadowing. Another thing fans noticed was how Kai slowly disappeared from his own world. Less time with his boys, less streaming, less of the things that made him him. People who've been in unhealthy relationships recognize that instantly. Isolation doesn't always come with yelling. Sometimes it shows up quietly, disguised as focus or growth. Meanwhile, Gigi's content never changed. Shopping hauls, travel clips, designer bags. She once said shopping was her therapy, and that line stuck with people. Because while Kai was talking about needing real help for what was happening in his head, her coping mechanism was Chanel and flights. That contrast made people uncomfortable. The internet didn't turn on her because of one rumor. It turned because of optics, timing, and energy. When one partner is clearly struggling and the other is publicly celebrating life without them, people read that as cold. From there, the story stopped being about cheating and started being about use. Was Kai loved or was he convenient? When you date someone at Kai's level, you don't just get a boyfriend. You get access, exposure, lifestyle, travel, status. Some people can separate that from genuine feelings, others can't. Fans started believing Gigi loved the perks more than the person. The wish list, the vlogs, the lack of visible emotional support, the sudden narrative control once Kai went public. Whether that's fair or not, perception matters. And perception destroyed her image. For Kai, this feels like a breaking point that turns into a reset. Heartbreak strips distractions. It forces clarity. The same fans who watched him fade now expect a return. More focused, more guarded, less willing to give emotional access to someone who doesn't protect his peace. People are already calling it his comeback arc, and history supports that. Many creators level up after personal loss. Pain sharpens discipline. Betrayal teaches boundaries. Silence rebuilds focus. For Gigi, the damage is different. Even if she never cheated, the internet has already made up its mind. Reputation sticks longer than facts online. Screenshots don't disappear. And being linked to names that already carry chaos only made things worse. At the core, this story isn't about DMs or gifts. It's about imbalance. One person needed support, the other needed luxury. One spiraled inward, the other posted outward. That contrast is why this blew up, and that's why so many people felt it. Money doesn't guarantee loyalty. Fame doesn't protect feelings, and not everyone around you is there because they care. Some people care about what you provide, some care about how you make them look, and some leave the moment the lifestyle slows down. Kai will be fine. He's young. He's respected. He has a fan base that cares about him beyond content. This moment will sting, but it won't define him. The real question is this: do actions tell the real story, or should words be enough? Was this clout over care, or just a relationship that collapsed under pressure? Either way, it's a reminder that mental peace matters more than public image. Fame, money, and attention can disappear fast, but how you protect yourself when things get heavy stays with you for life.